What's up, guys? Hope you guys are doing good. Coinage Stocks here. Going to be covering AMC stock. And on this video, I'm also going to cover GME stock. I got some interesting stuff to talk about on GME. It's highly oversold, so I just wanted to, I just thought I'd make a video also on that to pair these two up. So on the time of recording, it is Friday, August 14th, 2026. This is after hours. So I'll be kicking it off with AMC, and then I'll jump on over to GME. So let's get on with the video. So here, AMC closed the week off here for at $2.50. As you could see, we have been above this 50 EMA on the weekly time frame, for a whole month here. So that is really good to see there. I'm gonna drop down to the daily time frame. You could just see, just been following my path here. Very key level here at $2.50. A lot of liquidity right here. Came back down right here, and now we're starting to reject off the zone. So one thing I do want to mention, and I'll go ahead and drop down these moon charts. I've said it in the past before. A lot of times when squeezes do happen, they do typically happen, at the, after the new moon. Now, which new moon is it gonna take place on? That's the one where it's, a lot of speculation. Nobody really knows. But the fact that, we had this total eclipse this past Wednesday, things are brewing up in the broader markets. And then to top it off, we actually have another eclipse. This one's going to be a partial lunar eclipse on the 27th and 28th of this month here in August. So, could it be this one? I mean, in my personal opinion, the call options here for the 21st of August, I personally think that the market makers will try and get that particular date try to expire worthless. Maybe after that week or after that, then we can possibly start seeing a price, pushing away from this area. So I'm thinking probably somewhere around the 27th and 28th of this month. I think we could be potentially be pushing out of here. But yeah, it's very interesting. It is following this trend right here, just keeps rejecting off this trend. But it is very key that we hold this level here at $2.50 to $3. I do want AMC to hold those levels. I don't want to see AMC trade, in this low $2 range. So yeah, I think once we get to this area, I think this is when we break through here. So I think we still got a couple more weeks before we can pop off out of here. But yeah, things are looking good for AMC. So I just wanted to go real quickly touch over AMC. But yeah, AMC holding strong, still above, all the moving averages on the bigger time frames. We drop down all the way to the 15. Yeah, so I do think that we will continue to hold this area. But I do think this coming week we might be pushing back up. But however, I don't think we'll break from this zone, like I said, not till the following week around that eclipse, which is the 27th and 28th. Partial lunar eclipse that will take place in Northern America. So now I'm going to jump on over to GME. Sorry about that. Now I'm going to jump on over to GME because I have some interesting stuff here to talk about. Because GME is currently, you know, really oversold. Was trading around this area for a long time, or actually this area for a long time. You know, this $20 range. You could see this huge sell off right here. You know, I say it time and time again, when a price is taking a lot at times, you know, consolidating in a certain area, a lot of times that is a trap. You know, that way you can get a lot of buyers interested right here, whether it's trading or for the long term, you know, come back down and trap the traders. However, you know, now, you know, GME is oversold, and I do think that we can be potentially be seeing a reversal here pretty soon. So I just want to pull out this Cantler channel right here, this KC. Here using the ATR4, which widened the bands to show when prices are heavily oversold or heavily overbought. Right here you could see, you know, it touched across this band right here, and now it's kind of playing around this band right here. You could see, you know, that GME is currently, you know, oversold. I'm gonna just kind of work through the different time frames here. That way you could just kind of take a look at the different time frames here. But yeah, the daily time frame, you could see that GME is heavily oversold. So I really do think that this coming week we can see price movement, you know, creeping back up to this you know, $20 area. You know, I do think that GME will be getting a reversal pretty soon. You know, these levels just right here, the 1 hour is just hugging this level. So yeah, I just thought I'd show that and share that with you guys, just to show that GME is heavily oversold. But yeah, just thought I'd just drop a quick video. So that's you know, my weekly wrap up for AMC and GME. You know, I think with this eclipses taking place and with the setups that we currently have, I do see some upside on this upcoming weeks. So you know, if you guys could like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell if you like this type of content. You know, just wanted to give a quick update. So enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll catch you all on the next one. Take care.